Happy Halloween to you, fellow trendsetters. Welcome to a special Halloween review because, well, why not? This episode will be shining the spotlight on a brand new release, ripe and ready for this creepy special day. So take a break from taking candy from strangers and pelting eggs at houses and gaze into your screen and hear my worthless opinion. Cue music. Stop. Main content. So, this book I actually caught by accident. I was actually scrolling through Instagram or Instagram, whatever you want to call it, wasting my time just like everybody else, when John Hanna's post about his shop showed up on my screen. Now, this New South Welshman has been kicking around in the scene for a while. He's made a number of series like Machine Heart, You Can't Kill Us, My Girlfriend the Secret Agent, and Limit. He's also done some one-shot horror comics here and there, so the guy pumps out quite a fair share of material. And I saw he had this latest horror one-shot, which I'll just show right here. Behold the Iblis. And from what I've read at the editorial at the end, this comic is personal. Okay, so the art. Actually, just show it here. As you can see, John actually has quite a clean slick anime style that leans on a more cartoonish look. You know, that kind of oldish anime manga style that's aimed for a younger audience. That was back in like the late 70s, like early 80s. Now, it doesn't take much to realize that this was done all on computer. Not that I have anything against it, despite me being a traditional artist. I mean, it's done like a manga. It's obvious that John has paid attention to how much, or how a horror manga, I should say, flows, and it shows. Now, I probably could argue that John probably could have put some more attention to the background details and such, but then again, this does cross my mind. I'm not too sure if that would actually work with his easy on the eyes style, if I do say so myself. So, the story? Well, this is a story about a freelance illustrator who's dealing with a lot of pressure of meeting near impossible deadlines to his clients. So when he's hitting the piss, or I should probably say like Aussie slang for drinking session at the bar for non-Australian viewers, some random weirdo approaches him with a solution, an AI program that he's involved with. And that's actually all I'm going to say about it. No, I'm not going to spoil it. Absolutely not. So, the execution for this whole thing. First off, I'll point out that John always prints most of his material in A4 zine. Not those typical, like, crummy, crappy zine quality zines where you have those far left weirdos pushing their beliefs at zine fairs. No, this is actually a high quality one. Still, I probably would prefer this to actually be cut as a proper comic book size. Another note I will actually point out, there is this scene where it becomes preachy. So it is presented as a debate, but it feels just one-sided, which is about the use of AI programs in art. Now, if you actually want my thoughts about this, well, I just seriously just don't give a shit about AI art. I mean, it's there if you want to use it, but I personally wouldn't use it. I just rather stick to my traditional methods. I just mention this because I just come across quite a number of preachy comics in modern times, and well, I don't know about you, but being lectured like the reader is an idiot just makes me want to throw that comic in the bin. Because it just feels like it's more just standard illustrated propaganda. Mind you, I actually will forgive John for this seed because that's kind of the point in this story. However, what could have been done is probably have a bit more of a stronger argument for the pro AI side. You know, maybe do some research and actually meet some like artists who have started using AI art. But apart from that, like the manga flows well, the effects are put to good use. It gives a good, dark, disturbing feel. So yeah, it's actually a nice treat for Halloween. So the verdict for this? I actually give it a 3 out of 5. So it's a nice little slab of horror goodness for the spooky season. I definitely recommend it to the fans of the genre. Otherwise, well, John has other material for you to check out. So you can take my word for it, or just spit in my face. After all, it's just nothing more than my worthless opinion. Please like and subscribe and all that junk. And